Alrighty, so we're going to talk about level 1 flexibility mobility for the elbow. So as we know, the elbow on either side, we have a whole bunch of tendons that if we extend our wrist like this is all the extensors, and they come into one tendon, and then the flexors come into a tendon over here. So they're actually associated with the elbow. Now those can get really tight. So the interosseous membrane, which is in here, it's actually like kind of like the shock absorber of the forearm, like what the knee is, and that can get really tight from those movements as well. So we're going to do some stretches. So what we're going to do is we're going to get Jenna to come on over here. Okay, so we're going to start off with a bicep stretch. So the bicep is this area right here, and it does attach into the actual mid part of your arm, so right in here. So she's going to have her hand, you can do this on a chair, you're going to have your hand on a chair. You're going to be in a lunge position like Jenna. Your chest is going to be forwards, and then you're going to keep your hand on the actual bed, and then you're going to lunge forward with this knee until you feel a stretch, keeping that hand. So you can feel a stretch all the way from shoulder all the way down into the hand. You're going to hold for 15 seconds. The next one is the tricep, but the tricep is back here. And so what you're going to do is Jenna is going to basically grab her elbow and pull it back behind her. So you should feel a stretch right in this area here. And then the next one is, we're just going to raise this bed up a little bit. So you have to find something that's about waist height. So probably like right about there, right for you? Yeah, okay. Okay, so what she's going to do is she's going to take her palms down, and she's going to get her wrists on the table. And then what I would do is I'm going to get her to move back. So you're going to feel a stretch in your wrist flexors. So whenever we stretch something, it's actually the opposite movement of when the muscle is working. So in this case, we're extending the wrist, and we're actually stretching the actual forearm flexors here. And then the other one is she's going to take her top of her hands down, and then she's going to rotate her elbows out, and then again she's going to move back so you can see her palms. So really it's like, and then she's going to rotate her elbows and then move back, and you're going to feel that all up in here. And then the next thing we're going to do is you can go to the dollar store and you can get like marbles, or you can get those bouncy balls. Those bouncy balls. Is we're going to actually trigger point down the interosseous membrane that I was talking about. Now having a hard surface is better, so this bed is a little soft, but Jenna's going to actually roll it down. So she's going to come down here and roll it. And then you can do the same thing on the front of the forearm. So those of you that are working on computers or working out at the gym, lifting heavy weights, this is a really good thing to actually do with regards to opening that area up. Okay, so that is a way to stretch the forearm flexors and extensors, and then also to trigger point it. The next thing you can do is, for those of you that have what's called the stick, a lot of cyclists have this, you can partner this. So you can put your arm down, and then you can take that. Yeah, that's great. We'll go to the other side. So painful. And you can do the other side. So you do forearm flexors and extensors with your stick. And then we're going to do cars. So cars, again, are mobility of the elbow. So you're going to lock the bicep. You're going to grab onto this area here, and then you're going to take the elbow through ranges of motion. So you're going to basically circumnavigate the elbow with your hand. And you can do one direction and the other. You can do 3 sets of 10.